Now,
as you said, everybody since they were kids have already been, taught that tigers are in endangered species.
true.
Still, poaching goes on. Still, all those things go on.
Definitely.
There's no stoppage to it. 2,22,000 people liking a particular page on Facebook has not changed that.
It's not. But what you're saying is that that issue has come to the fore. Okay, now tell me. I
wanted to add to that point. You're making a very fair point. I think a lot of times what social media does is it triggers. It triggers either an interest or causes an action. People take an action. But at the end of the day, it's a true medium. I mean, if the on-ground activity is not happening and if people don't take the responsibility, it will fall flat. I mean, people have spoken about the company which took the initiative. It was a great initiative. It got a lot of eyeballs rolling, and that's why 2 lakh so and so people liked it. But yeah, when you're right, that does it really empower the things that at the
The actual cause is the marketing goal of the company that started that campaign.
Yeah, so I'd like to add something there because I work with the agency that was working on this. This is a campaign by Aircel. So this question was brought up many times that what does Aircel eventually plan to do with this? You're going to make a lot of noise, you're going to create a lot of awareness for what you guys actually trying to do about this, which is something frankly a lot of these 22,000 people were also asking. Fine, we're on board, but where does this go from here? So what the agency got the brief from the clients was that they had some very, very basic ideas on where they wanted to do, but their entire idea of going out to social media was to create awareness, which in turn was supposed to pile on pressure to certain agencies. I'm not aware of certain agencies who could actually make a difference. It's not these 2,22,000 people who were supposed to do anything in the first place. The idea was to create a lot of noise so that some pressure would go to the right place. So in this particular campaign, this is what I do. So it's not about these people who are not supposed to do anything. If they endorse the cause, it makes a lot of
But if it was a well-rounded initiative where, but at the same time, I'm sure the challenges were at a different level.
And what this particular instance tells us is that you can use social media to get 2 lakh people to act. So no matter what the cost is, in this particular case, it may not have been effective with a real cost, but you still get people to act on it. You still get 2 lakh people to do something.
But when action is involved in Black Noise was one of the campaigns which was supported with action, and I guess 6 months back it was the Spring Study campaign which was backed by action, which were visible. So that's how they are able to make the mass effect.
So I think that onus lies with the agency that pushes with the effort, right? Social media is just going to get people on board, but you've got to add a concept.
The targeting campaign.
It works sort of like a sign-up campaign that used to happen forever, right? People used to sign a petition, hey, let's get this thing started. Now it's that the numbers have started showing up because it's like you read something bad in the newspaper and man, there is no way I can communicate back to the guy saying, yeah, there's no way to communicate back to the guy, what the frustration I'm feeling. It was a one-way communication. What this does is, I see the thing, I have gotten influenced, okay, that the content has the power to influence me, and I act on it immediately. So that's the power that this particular medium has given.
So I can add a little bit. Any of you know Andrew Chen? Any of you have ever followed a blogger named Andrew Chen? So Andrew Chen comes from an advertisement background, and he's a very prominent social media blogger. And all his essays are about how do you use analytics, viral mechanics, engagement loops. How do you make social media count towards your brand? And his example is he gives out a lot of information which is free, but the audience he's getting is the prime audience he's trying to get to. He's a founder of a startup. And through his blog, he's generating a lot of traffic of like-minded people. Right? It's a blog that goes out in open social media, and that creates a lead gen channel for him. He can identify co-founders, engineers, so he has a very specific goal in his social media strategy. Right? When you're starting a social media campaign for end results, so there are natural memes that come up, which are natural phenomena, and then there are planned phenomena which have a set goal. So for example, Downey is is a Procter and Gamble brand which makes dishwashing liquid. And it was discovered that dishwashing liquid is also very friendly for animals. So there was a huge oil spill in the US, and to clean the animals, Downy donated a whole bunch of their dishwashing soap liquid to wash the animals. And they created a huge social media brand awareness campaign around it, Save the Animals. But the underlying tone was simple, dollars. They were trying to get to a segment, consumer segment, which cares about the animals and has the discretionary income of spending an extra dollar to buy the Downy detergent. So they had a very well-defined goal behind their social media strategy. So that's that one phenomenon. So this could easily be identified as someone did the research and figured out people who give a fuck about wildlife are people who are educated, have discretionary income, are going to do something about the cause. So how do we identify that segment? So just by analyzing those 2 million XYZ followers, what they have done is they have done a consumer research product where free of cost, word of mouth marketing, and anyone can look at it and now easily go and target those people and show them products right next to it which are, have a strong correlation with people who actually care about the planet. So eco-green products. So it doesn't have to have a direct impact. It can have several indirect impacts. You just need to set a goal right up front on what you're trying to do with your own personal social media strategy.
But we never came to know what happened of the campaign, right? We didn't know what Aircel did.
Yeah, but it's okay. Aircel found you out.
I don't think that was their target or whatever.
No, even
It
if
could
so
be
the idea was to get it into the right ears, okay? If suppose like there are 2 lakh people who say, save the tigers, obviously the government is saying. I'm saying it need not be a direct thing that tomorrow the tigers won't go to 2000. Something like that is not going to happen. But what will happen is, hey, people are really concerned about this, let's do something about this. And that thought gets implanted in all the right bodies. I mean, that's the basic thing that such a thing can do. I mean, it's a two-way thing. We have seen how destructive and how constructive it can be, but it all depends ultimately on the people who are involved with particular things. Cool. So again, okay. So I'll carry forward with this. Okay. So we landed at this part where what makes social media tick and what has ensured that such and such campaigns keep running and keep happening. Obviously, there has to be some catalyst that makes it evolve, and that's very simple. I mean, it's the fact that people have opinions and that every single one of you has an opinion. Now, even if you say support a campaign, if you are against a campaign, or if you refrain yourself from a campaign on such a medium, effectively you have given a statistic, right? And that is what is everything is accounted for, everything is accountable, and that is what makes the whole thing visualize trending. Oh, he's talking about it. Okay, let me also talk about it. Maybe it's for the good or something. That's what. Okay, now people think that social media suddenly dawned on us like one fine day. Oh, they're just people. Okay, so people. Okay, so think that it just happened one fine day and we woke up. Social media is there right at the front door and saying, "Hey, dude, I have a right." Well, no. Contrary to that belief, it has been some very slow, steady progress. And it is not like in 2010 that social media is arriving, but it has been happening right since the inception of the internet. So, I mean, a quick timeline, Mark Knopfler would have been here, probably would have sung a song like Telegraph Roads. First came the Usenet and ARPANET, then came the BBS, then came GeoCities. Classmate.com, one of the earliest social networking site came. Even before the term, blogs were coined. RSS and everything came later on. Then came Friendster.com, MySpace, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Slideshare. So yeah, we were all there, and there was a steady, climb which happened over 2 decades odd, and we are here where we are, and a lot of more people. Not just one thing; it was not just new sites are responding, but also the infrastructure that was growing along with this, and everyone has broadband and computer access, stuff like that, which fueled the whole thing. Okay, so we have reached a stage where social networks. Okay. So, social networks, that's what we deal with, and that's what the main talk of this would be. What is it that a good social network has, or what is it that makes some particular social network tick compared to others? We have seen like a huge deluge of social networking going, and as soon as it was build a network, dude, it is gonna make it big in the next few years.